Welcoming you back inside our studio then, Rebecca Lowe, Robbie Earle and Tim Howard. Aston Villa are coming off 4 straight wins in all competitions, including 2-legged playoff against Hibernian from the Scottish Premier League. They beat them 8-0 on aggregate in the Europa Conference League playoff. Will they find today a little easier with Matip and Joe Gomez as Liverpool's centre-halves, rather than Konate and Virgil van Dijk?
Of course. I mean, Van Dijk and Konate are formidable. I think when you look when you go into any game, when you see 2 reserve center halves, yeah, you'll be thinking this is our time. Because as Robbie pointed out in the lineups, does Trent Alexander-Arnold go into midfield as they've been doing with their wrinkle, or does he stay as a flat back 4? If Villa want to spread you out, they want to bring you into spaces you don't like to be in, and we know that Trent at times has difficulty defending in those areas. Now, Ollie Watkins with his strength and pace, Diaby with his absolute blinding pace, they will find it difficult. But with everything that Liverpool do, defensively is always predicated on the midfield press, the front 6 press. So, yes, if they get exposed and the press isn't high and it's not aggressive, I think they'll have a difficult afternoon.
You mentioned the Trent Alexander-Arnold, whether he goes into midfield, as Tim was saying, as their wrinkle that they like to do. Do you think when it comes down to it, they will use him in that way today or not?
I think it'd be more sparingly than we've seen, Rebecca. I think when you've got Gomez and Matip and you can get them one-on-one in a wider area of the pitch, so that right-hand side that Trent vacates, I think Aston Villa will take that. Ollie Watkins works particularly well between centre-back and full-back down the left-hand side. Diaby's exceptionally quick. We saw him in the Premier League summer series. He's been a big addition to Aston Villa. So I think Trent will go in there less. I've said over time, his role needs defining when he goes in. With the ball, that he doesn't get caught like we saw at Newcastle. Without the ball, that his team are better set up and better organised to deal with the opposition.
Now, the holding midfielder situation. Endo started last weekend against Newcastle, has dropped to the bench today. So he looks like he's going to go again with Alexis McAllister in that holding role. Is that a waste?
Yeah, and it is. And when we talked to Jurgen Klopp at Stamford Bridge after the game and we asked him about it, he said good players can play in different positions and roles. Look, ultimately, this midfield needed revamping. They have revamped it. I think when we get 4, 5, 6 weeks down the line, we're going to see Gravenberch in there. We're going to see McAllister tilted to the left. Szoboszlai, who's brilliant, is going to be to the right. I think that's going to be the staple of this Liverpool team moving forward. Right now, though, he's kind of mix and change pieces. Gakpo's in and out of the team. Sometimes he's on the left. McAllister clearly is not a 6, but he's a good footballer and he can play in there for now.
Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai, do you see that as the triangle there going forward once they're all ready to go?
I do. It's very different from the Henderson and Fabinho time, though, Rebecca. It's not that same intensity, that same press, that same energy.
What is it like?
It's a little bit more controlled. It's a little bit more possession. Szoboszlai does give you energy with it. He can get forward and back. He looks like a real number 8. McAllister's a clever footballer, but it'll be more controlled than we've seen Liverpool in the past. And it was interesting because this week, Jurgen Klopp got asked, are Liverpool back to the mentality monsters? And I think we all see that as that high press, that really stopping the opposition. I think if they're going to do it this year, if they're going to be the mentality monsters, if they're going to get close to Man City, it'll be a different way of doing it.
It's interesting because I would suggest, him, that Liverpool view themselves very much as a challenger to Manchester City, but Aston Villa probably view themselves as a challenger to Liverpool.
Correct.
How do you see these two right now in the Premier League?
Yeah, I'm probably more optimistic on Liverpool because of the signings than either I was at the back end of last season or that most people are. You think automatically who's going to chase City? It's going to be Arsenal. Yeah, maybe so. But Liverpool, I think, when they get it right, if they can keep pace, if they can't keep pace during the season getting it right, obviously they'll fall behind. But this team, as they revamped it, is good enough, certainly to compete with Arsenal, to chase. But Villa and Brighton, and we saw yesterday, they are just... There's this new wrinkle in the Premier League. You're not expecting these teams to fight at the top end of the table. And every time they step on the pitch, because of Unai Emery, the manager, they cause teams problems. And his players love him. Matty Cash, he's got 2 goals in 3 games. He's saying every time the manager tells him what's going to happen in the game, it happens. They're so in love with their manager and the way he operates that you can't see him not finishing near the top.
Rob?
Yeah, it's interesting because when we spoke with Unai Emery, he said, I don't care if the players like me or not, as long as they do what I tell them to do. And we watched training, Rebecca, and it felt almost like a college, a place of learning. There wasn't any goofing around. Everybody knew the job. Aston Villa are a serious football team. They can go to Liverpool, to Anfield today. They've got a great record at home, and they can win the game. October, was it, 2020? They beat them 7-2 in that crazy day when Watkins got a hat-trick. I'm not saying they're going to get that today, but Villa have the threats and will go there with ambition.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.